Heidi ho everyone, it's Cheryl from My Well-Rounded Life, like you didn't already know. Thanks for joining me today. It's Thursday and I'm on my way to Weight Watchers. This seems loud. I just need some air. It's cold outside. I'm wearing my cardigan from Stitch Fix. But when I got in the car it was really warm and it's very sunny to me. Yeah, I don't feel like squinting. So I've got my old lady shades on. They're the kind that are like, they're on a spring and you can get different sizes to fit your frames. Alrighty, anybody? So, I wish I could listen to the radio while I did my videos. Just a little background noise, but you're not allowed. And I have 90 days of Sirius radio free, and I pre-programmed some channels that I found. I only found 3 Christian channels, but I found some like one channel each for the music from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. So I got some of those, and I found this instrumental one that just plays like nice music, like easy listening, instrumental. I love it, like elevator music. And I found a Frank Sinatra channel that I've been enjoying. Just things like that, going back and forth, hitting them all. And when the 90 days are over, I'm not going to bother buying it because I think their prices are ridiculous, and you don't need it if you've got Pandora. And because this new car has Bluetooth, I can just listen to all my Pandora channels right from my phone. So, and I don't even have to touch my phone when I turn the radio on. As long as the Bluetooth is on in my car, it just finds it and starts playing it. It knows what to do. So I'm not going to continue with the Sirius radio. There's no reason for it. I am behind some seriously slow vehicles that I would like to pass if I could. And pass. So they're like tractors. That's what they are. 2 of them. Weird tractor thingies. 1, 2. See ya. Alright, that was good. Okay, so a couple things. Weight Watchers. We're going to weigh in. And I mentioned in the video that I put out yesterday about wanting to set a goal for myself to work really hard to be diligent in losing the weight that I've gained by the end of the month. Come November 1st, I want to have whatever it was I gained off. But I have to also at the same time be realistic, because what if I gained more than 10 pounds? Asking me to lose more than 10 pounds in, how many days do we have till the end of the month? I don't know. Today's the 18th. There's 31 days. That may not be very realistic because I don't lose weight quickly. My first week on Weight Watchers, I lost 7 pounds. That's the most I ever lost in a week starting a diet in my entire life. And of course, most of that, as you know, was water weight. It always is when you're first starting something new like that. But yellow, and I'll explain that in a minute, Ira. What was I saying? It's almost like starting again because I just went 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago today, I weighed 226. I was very happy with my weight 2 weeks ago. And yesterday morning, I stood on the scale before I got in the shower, and I weighed 234. That's 8 pounds. And yesterday was leftover day. Leftover day, you know, the day after my birthday with all the leftover food. And I gave cake away to people when they left. Chrissy took a couple pieces to work yesterday, and I was left with, well, let's just say whatever was left, I cut in 2. and I had a piece with coffee for breakfast, and then the last piece I had for my late night snack last night. I finished the last couple pieces of fried chicken yesterday also for lunch and dinner, and I had some more of the baked macaroni and cheese for lunch, but I didn't want any more for dinner. So I just had 3 little, I bought a bag of little red potatoes, and I took 3 of them out of the bag and scrubbed them up and nuked them, and I cut them up and covered them with real butter and light sour cream. That was a nice treat. I haven't had that in a long time. Oh, this car is going slow. So that's what I ate yesterday. Cake for breakfast, leftovers for lunch and dinner, and those potatoes, and more cake before bed. That's all I had all day long. But that's a lot of calories and a lot of fat and sugar. Speaking of sugar, I said to my daughter this morning, she said, you should check your sugar because you're starting all over again, you know. I'm like, I don't think I want to see what kind of damage I've done to my sugar, because I've been very proud of my blood sugar levels dropping over these last 6 months. And she says, but you should do it anyway, just for the record, just to see. I was like, all right. So we were at the table having breakfast, and I checked my sugar, and I almost fell off my chair. 221 at 11 o'clock this morning. I had just finished my oatmeal. I always have oatmeal before Weight Watchers. 221. I started looking back on my little booklet that I keep record of my blood sugar levels, and I couldn't find, not for a long time, numbers that high. In the morning number 221. So I have done some serious damage to my body in more ways than one, eating however I felt like it the last 2 weeks. Now, I still ate a lot of good meals. I got up and had a healthy breakfast or a healthy lunch or a healthy dinner that day, like a salad or something, but I was just careless 80% of the time. And I used my birthday as an excuse, but I only did it for 2 weeks instead of a whole month. So that's like a win for me. But that's not a win for my blood sugar or for the scale. So I'm not looking forward to getting on that scale today at all. I'm wearing sneakers for the first time to Weight Watchers. But I think because I'm so scared of just what this is gonna look like, I think I'm definitely going to want to take my sneakers off. I know I said I wasn't going to for the winter, but I'll worry about that next month. Between now and then, I think I definitely want to take my sneakers off. My sleeves need to be, they're 3/4 sleeves on the shirt, and I need to pull them down. My stomach just gurgled. So anyway, we have that. Now, one of my subscribers, Ira, I believe it was Ira, yes, it was Ira, she asked me, why, when you're driving, why do you shout out colors at random? And I read that this morning when I was answering my comments, and I said that I would tell her during this video. And so what we do, my daughter and I, we play this game. When you see a Volkswagen Beetle, the first person to call out the color wins. Now, you're supposed to do it with a punch. And Chrissy started doing that with people that she works with, driving around the ambulance, and you know, you just yell red and you punch the person. And so when she started playing it with me, I was like, Allie, no, we're not playing like that. If, you know, do it without the punch. So we get so excited, and if I see something, because she drives most of the time when we go places together, I feel like I see the car before her, but I get so excited that I can't speak the color yellow. I can't say it. And then she'll see it and yell yellow, and I'll get so mad because she won. But I know I saw it before her, but I couldn't get the word out because of my excitement. So I play it when I'm alone, and I call it practice. So if you ever hear me shout out a color like that at random, I don't have Tourette's syndrome. I am weird, yes, that's part of the reason, but I'm also practicing, and I do it without even realizing. So it's just something fun we do, and now I have my mother involved in it, and she's like, I don't want to play this, but she does it all the time, and she told me that when she drives alone in the car, she yells out the color too. So it's just fun. We just like to do it. And so, Ira, that's what I'm doing. I am practicing. There's a guy looking at me. Oh, my stomach is gurgling. Okay. He's wearing earphones and a microphone. So I shouldn't feel too weird talking to my dashboard. He has 3 hula girls dancing on his dashboard. They're little ones. Huh. Weirdo. Okay, so what else did I want to tell you about? We discussed the possible goal of losing all the weight by the end of the month, and we discussed the weird color thing. Yesterday I took Gracie to the vet's. I wanted to see about having her teeth cleaned, and I said if we could wait until February, that would be great, you know, tax return season. And she said, yeah, her teeth look good. She's got some tartar built up and a little gingivitis in an area. She says, but she can certainly wait until February. So I was like, okay. But you know, if she said, oh my, her teeth need to be done right now, then we would have started the process. But she's doing good. She had a couple shots, and she had her anal glands expressed and her nails trimmed. I spend $20 on her nails trimmed every 2 months, but if you have it done during an exam, it's 80 cents. Come on. So anyway, but they still charge me $20 for the anal gland expression, which is okay. I couldn't wait to get home and take my shirt off, because I was covered with dog hair, because all she does is bark and carry on while we're there. And she tried so hard to jump off that exam table. And so it really took all my strength to hold that little 11-pound dog in place for the exam. But she's good. And whatever it was that she and Luna had last week with the throwing up, and then Luna had diarrhea, all that is past. It's all gone. They're normal in everything they do. And I really think that Luna's diarrhea, because it came the day after her vets, I think that was maybe a combination of the shots they gave her and just her nerves, because Luna gets really anxious. She is an anxious dog. If people come to the house, especially if it's a man, she'll pace. If I have a house full of people, like for Thanksgiving dinner, yeah, she is not happy. I am in the wrong lane. Okay, you're turning. I forgot to get over. Hi, Kia. All right, so I'm gonna go because I'm there, and when I come out, we'll discuss the disgusting issue. Wait, I can't turn you off because I'm turning a corner here. Okay, be back. Okay, guys, I'm out. And it is, thankfully, less than 10 pounds that I gained. It is a 7.6. You can see right there. 7.6 pounds. I wrote skipped on that because I didn't want them to mess up my weeks. So, 7.6 pounds, I think, if I'm diligent enough, is doable in 2 weeks, because that's what I have. I have exactly 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now is the last day of October. So, all right, 7.5 pounds, totally doable. I'm going home to 0 Point Chili. I had 3 portions in the freezer, and I took one out, put it on the counter to defrost before I left. And I have a pack of boneless, skinless chicken tenders defrosting as well. I'm going to cook up the whole thing in one of my new frying pans, Calphalon. Chrissy reminded me that I kept saying it wrong on yesterday's video. Colathon, I think I kept saying colathon. Anyway, my new pans I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna cook them all the same way. And I'll have some for dinner tonight with, I believe, sweet potato and a veggie. And the rest I'll have in the refrigerator to cut up and put in salad, or have a wrap, or again with dinner like that, just plain on the plate. Because if I have that cooked and ready to go, then I'm good. And tomorrow I have to go to the bank, to the post office, and I'll stop at the grocery store and get a few things. More deli turkey. Do you know I bought that half a pound of deli turkey at Walmart last Thursday, and I never opened the pack. It's still in the refrigerator. I got the Lebanon bologna and the cheese and the turkey, and I ate the Lebanon and bologna and the cheese. But I never touched the deli turkey, so I'm gonna have to throw that away. So I'm gonna go get more tomorrow. Make sure I've got fresh grapes. And a few typical things that I would normally eat. I gotta open up some windows here for some air. So my leader, Tom, he's the one that weighed me, and I explained to him as I was taking my coat off and my shoes and, you know, getting my thing out, my little booklet out for him, which he said they're not discontinuing. They're updating for the new year, but they're not discontinuing. And he said, apparently there's a truck next to me. He said, he asked me how I was doing, and I said I was doing good. I'm like, I said I just celebrated my birthday, and I said instead of doing it for the whole month, I did it for the last 2 weeks, and I'm hoping that I have less than a 10-pound gain. So he's like, all right, let's just see what you did. And I stood up on the scale, and he's like, you did good. It was only 7.6. And they're very quiet when they talk about your weight gain, because there's other people around. Oh, hold on. I'm not private when it comes to that, obviously, because I've stood on a scale on YouTube in front of everybody. So, you know, I'm not scared to put it out there. I used to be, but then I turned 50 and everything changed. So tomorrow I've got a lot of errands to run, yada yada. Pick up some more food, eat the rest of that 0 Point chili, and then next week I'll get more chili stuff at Walmart and make some more chili, because that's really great to have on hand. It really is. And if I make a pot every other week, that would be great, because I only get like 6 servings out of the whole pot, and if I spend 2 weeks eating 6 servings, I'm certainly not having chili every day, you know. And I really like putting half of what I make in the freezer for times like this. And he asked me, what are you gonna do to lose it? Because I told him, I said, I'm giving myself till the end of the month to lose it. He says, how are you gonna do it? I said, I'm gonna go back to basics. I'm gonna look back the first couple weeks on Weight Watchers, that first month when I was eating a lot of wraps. I would have wraps. Jeez, it's loud under here. I would have wraps every day, sometimes for lunch and dinner. And I was losing between 1 and 3 pounds a week. So yeah, I know 7.5 pounds in 2 weeks is a lot. But I know that it's doable if I really force the water and don't eat any sugar. No refined sugar. I'm gonna I'm gonna have my yogurts, that's got sugar, but you know what I mean when I say sugar. No more cookies, no more birthday cake. Those little chocolate cookies we made, there was still some on the counter this morning in a baggie, and I told Chrissy, either eat these or take them to work with you today, because they no longer exist for me. I didn't have a lot, not like I thought I would. So that was good. And I ate up that cake good. I ate that cake good, and the chicken. I wish there was more chicken, but I'm glad there's not. But there is macaroni and cheese, so I told her, eat it or take it, because if there's any mac and cheese left, I'm getting rid of it. I'm not even going to save it to give to anybody, like my mom or anything, because I need it out of the house right now because I just want to eat it all. And I can't do that, so it's going. All right. We got our numbers. We got our dates. We got our goals. We got our work cut out for us, I'll tell you. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna go for walks if I can. I'm gonna drink lots of water, way more than normal. I'm gonna force feed myself water. And we're gonna eat 0 point and low point foods. And, you know, salads and chickens and 0 point chilies. And we're gonna get really busy. Blue. It's a pretty blue. And we're just gonna get it done. So I'll keep you posted on how I'm doing during this next week, like what I ate today, or rather eat and chats, chat and eats, I think I was calling them. So anyway, I'm gonna go, let you go, and get this out to you. So until I see you again, be blessed.